Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to the Thinking from the End Manifestation Master. Oh, wait, hold on. I can hear myself in the background. Oh, how do I turn that off? Hold on, y'all. Okay. I hope that it is doing what it's supposed to do. I muted it on YouTube because it's live streaming through Zoom. So I'm hoping that you guys can still hear me. That's my hope. But we are also streaming on TikTok as well. Y'all, we have a lot to cover today. So I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna run right into it. I'm not gonna hold you guys too long. We're gonna be together for an hour today and tomorrow. But let's go, y'all. Let's get into it. Let's not even, and I'm like I said, I'm hoping on YouTube you guys can hear what I'm saying. That is my hope because I don't I can hear it twice. So I'm hoping that you guys can hear the sound. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Like I said, guys, this is the Thinking from the End Manifestation Masterclass. This masterclass was designed for mompreneurs and entrepreneurs to assist you all in getting clear on where you are today, getting clear on what the life is you want to live, where you want to be, and giving you a very strategic, proven roadmap to get there, right? If you're new to any of my master classes, any of my lives, any of my content, I am Simone. I am a success, life, and manifestation mentor at Mindful Success Methods. And I teach mompreneurs and entrepreneurs how to create an elevated identity, how to create the highest version of themselves, and then show them how to actually embody that process. Hello, Crystal. Hello, hello, hello. I think you sent me a message and I'm sorry I had to hop on here, but I'm glad that you're on here because I'm, of course, live streaming it. So you can watch on TikTok, right? But I will make sure tomorrow, I'll get you, or later today, I get you the link so that you can get on the Zoom. But yeah, you're in the right spot, girl. And I am live streaming on YouTube as well. So you can watch it there as well. But yeah, this masterclass, guys, I created, because I know that there is a gap. There's a gap between, what we've been taught in school, what we've been taught about life, and how life really works, right? And I feel it's my purpose, my calling to close that gap for whoever wants me to close it, right? I have a vision for myself. I have a vision for my company. I have a vision for the world, right? That I am responsible for waking up billions of people. That is what I want my impact to be on this world, right? So this masterclass, Thinking from the End, came from a manifestation or mentorship program that I've created called Thinking from the End. So I wanted to create this masterclass because I want you guys to know exactly what it is you're investing in when you invest in mentorship with me. When you invest in a manifestation program with Simone, I want you guys to know what that really means and what you're getting. So that's what this masterclass is really about. Like I said, it is being live streamed. So if you miss anything, if you aren't able to attend live, you can watch this later on YouTube, right? But let's get started, guys. Like I said, the purpose of this masterclass is to show you guys what the Thinking from the End program is going to be like, and to give you some examples of things that you can manifest being in this program, right? Ways of being that you can embody so that you can have the life you want to live, okay? So like I said, a little bit of background about me. My name is Simone. I am a success, life, and manifestation mentor. I've been in this study of manifestation for 4 years now. I have been mentored by some of the greatest in the manifestation space. Bob Proctor, of course, who was the leader in human potential and growth, and here recently Kathleen Cameron, right? So she's the mother of manifestation. Her and I were actually being coached by Bob together. We had the same product that we were selling. We were selling the same course. I sold 2 courses in 4 years. She made a $30 million business off of starting with this course, right? She made $1 million in 7 months with this course. So that's who I'm learning from. That's who I'm following to get my mentorship from. Outside of that, I am a mom. I am an entrepreneur. I am someone who I do everything in all in energy. I don't half-ass things. I don't dip my toe in things. I'm a risk taker. I'm very decisive. I know what I bring to the table. I know how I am as a mentor, and I know what value my life holds, right? So my goal is to get everybody else in that space as well, to feel like they are the best person to teach somebody else how to change their life. They are the best person to have the life that they want to live, right? It's all about creating the life that you imagine. I don't want you guys to create a life based on what somebody else tells you you're supposed to do. Oh, you're supposed to go to school. You're supposed to get a job. You're supposed to work there for 40 years. You're supposed to get a pension. You're supposed to get a retirement. I don't subscribe to any of those beliefs anymore. That is not life to me. That's not the American dream. That's not what wakes me up in the morning, right? What gets me going is knowing that every day I wake up and I get on the internet and I provide service to other people. I teach other people about themselves so they can take those teachings and actually change their lives. So this masterclass, this manifestation program that I created, this is about transformation, guys. We're not modifying our lives, right? I spent 4 years modifying my life. What do I mean by that? You know, when I first got into this study, I was making $51,000 a year. I doubled my income in 9 months. I was making 6 figures. I released 45 pounds of weight from my body, right? I wrote a book. I signed some people into my coaching business. I moved across country, right? I manifested the love of my life. There were so many things that I was able to do, but there were only modifications. What is a modification? A modification is something that you change temporarily, right? So that income that I had, that 6 figures, I lost that. The 45 pounds of weight that I released, I gained that back. The love of my life that I manifested, I'm now not in a relationship with, right? So there's all these things that I actually manifested over those 4 years that are now not my reality, right? So that's not what this program is about. This program is about transformation, right? Like you are permanently changed. The way that you see yourself, the way that you think, the way that you feel, the way that you operate is permanently changed. That's what this program is about, right? And that's what I've been able to do in the last 3 months. I've accomplished more in the last 3 months, y'all, using what I'm teaching you today and what's in this program than I accomplished in the 4 years me being in this study, right? So another reason that I created this masterclass in this program is because I don't want y'all to get it out the mud. I already did the hard work. I already did the guessing. I already did the experimentation. I did that for 4 years, right? So the last 3 months that I've been able to implement and do these things and manifest these things and actually transform my life, that's what I'm teaching you in this program, right? So I said all that to say, again, the purpose of this program is for you to understand. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, how are you, Poetry Soul Child? The purpose of this program and this masterclass is for you guys to understand what it means to invest in yourself, what it means to have a mentor, what it means to be successful, how success actually works, and to give you a step-by-step proven process for manifestation, right? You guys are always manifesting. I know y'all probably heard me say that. If you're on, yes, Jennifer work in the chat, Crystal work in the chat. I love y'all. Make sure you're making friends too. If you're on TikTok or if you're on Facebook, wherever you're watching this, please make sure you are making friends, because the people that are in the comments, the people that are on these masterclasses, those are the type of people you want to surround yourself by, because they are they're hearing the same thing, they're changing the way they see themselves, and they are going to be the people that support you, right? So make sure you guys are making friends. But I want to give you all of the pieces of the manifestation process. She's the manager of manifestation. There is nothing, period. Okay, the queen, the master, all of that. There is this process that I'm going to take you guys through over these next couple of days is the exact process you are going to use to manifest anything in your life. Let me say this before I go forward. You are always manifesting. There is never a time when you are not manifesting. Your power is always on. So the life you're creating right now, you're manifesting based on who you've been. The way that you see yourself today is manifesting your tomorrow. So the Thinking from the End program, I made the tagline, right? The Entrepreneur's Guide to Manifest Your Ideal Tomorrow Today. What does that mean? I'm going to teach you guys how to start today thinking from your dreams instead of thinking of your dreams. What's the difference between that? What's the difference between thinking of something and thinking from something? If you're thinking of something, it's something outside of you, right? It's something, let's say, that you can look at, right? So if I'm thinking of a blue, let's see, if I'm thinking of a first class flight, because this is something that I recently manifested. If I'm thinking of a first class flight, I'm thinking about, I can see myself in the sky. Maybe I'm on the plane. I see myself getting on the plane. I see myself sitting in my seat, right? I'm thinking of it. The difference is me writing a plan. We could talk about that too. We can talk about writing a plan as well. But thinking from being in first class is I am actually putting myself in that seat right now. I'm actually visualizing myself in first class. I'm not thinking of first class. I'm thinking from it. So I'm in it right now, thinking from it. So there's a difference between thinking of and thinking from. And I want to make sure that you guys start to think from your dreams. If you want to have more money, more relationships, better health, more ease and relaxation, thinking of those things is not going to get you there. You have to think from them. So that's the process that I take you, right? So I have a 6-step manifestation process, right? I told you guys earlier that I now work with a mentor, right? My mentor, Kathleen Cameron, she, again, sold the same product that I sold, but she made $1 million in 7 months selling this product. And I only had 2 clients for 4 years with the product. So very big differences in results. Very big differences. Exactly. Wow. So this is who I'm learning from. Then she decided, you know what? I want to create my own program. So she stopped selling that program, created her own program, and now she has a $30 million company in 4 years. Okay, so these are the people that I'm learning from, right? This is the mentorship that I'm getting. Thank you, love. Thank you for all of the support. This is the mentorship that I'm getting. So she has a 4-step manifestation process. And I decided to add a little bit to that, right? So we're going to go through this manifestation process together over the next couple of days, right? And if you guys have goals, if you have aspirations, if there's something that you want, please put it in the chat for me, because I would love to have somebody's real life goal. I would love to give you guys a step-by-step outline plan of what this would look like. So if you have a goal, if there's something you want to accomplish, if you want more money, like I said, more friends, more health, put it in the comments so that I can actually use your goal for this masterclass to show you how this works, okay? So all manifestations start in the mind. Everything that has come to you, the money you earn, the spouse you have, the kids you've created, the lives you live, everything started in your mind, okay? Your manifestations are just the physical representation of what your mind believes to be true, okay? I'm going to turn my travel business into me getting rich, period. Okay, so we have a travel business. So Crystal has a travel business, right? And her goal is to turn her travel business basically to get rich from her travel business. What does that mean, though? What does that mean for Crystal? To get rich in her travel business means that she's providing such great service to people through her travel business that she is being compensated greatly for the service she's providing. Okay. Another thing that I'm going to get you guys clear on in this program and over these next couple of days is that being rich, being wealthy, having money is a good thing. If you don't believe that yet, stay with me. You will. Having money is a good thing. Being wealthy is a good thing. Being rich is a good thing. Okay? So if your goal is to get rich by selling travel services, that means that you show up every day, you help families have the vacations of their dreams. You help families be able to afford the vacation of their dreams. You help families to expand their horizon about what vacations they can take. That is a service that you're providing. And every time you provide a service, you are paid for that service. It's the law. It's literally the law of compensation. If you provide a service, you receive money for that service. So when Crystal says that she wants to get rich with her travel business, what she's really saying is, I want to provide such great service to my clients that I am paid large amounts of money for doing so, right? But first, she provides the service. First, she helps others, and then she is provided the money for the exchange, okay? So the first step is self-awareness. Every single goal that you have, anybody that comes to me, whether you want to improve relationships, whether you want to earn more money, whether you want to have a bigger house, whether you want to take more vacations, whether you want to quit your job, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be a full-time stay-at-home mom, whatever you want, it doesn't matter. This process works for everything, everywhere, every time, okay? So if you want to make money in your travel business, you have to be aware of how you see yourself right now. Do you believe that you're selling the best travel services, right? Or do you believe that there's somebody that's doing it better than you? Do you believe that you are actually providing a service, or do you believe that I need these people to buy because I have to pay my bills, right? Do you believe that you're an expert in your field? I had a client earlier, right before this call, a consultation that I did, and we talked about how she wants to not feel like she's a novice. She wants to feel like she's an expert in her field. And I had to explain to her, and like I'm going to explain to you guys, it's just a belief. I don't believe that I'm novice. I believe that I'm an expert. I believe that I'm the best person to help you. I believe there's nobody on the planet that is going to help you get to your dreams faster, permanently, and more ease and flow like than me. That's not saying that I'm competing with anybody else. It has nothing to do with anybody else. This is how I feel about myself. I know for a fact that the service that I'm going to provide to you as a mentor, hello, beautiful. The service that I'm going to provide to you as a mentor, I know 100% that I'm the best person to help you get where you want to go. Okay. So you have to be self-aware first though, right? You have to be self-aware. Here's another thing. Crystal said cheap prices. Let me talk about that. If you believe that you have to be affordable, if you believe that people don't spend big money on certain things, that's going to be your reality. I can tell you guys 100%, you spend money on what you want, period. It doesn't matter what it is. If you need a new car today, you're going to find the money for that car. If you want to go get that Gucci bag that you've been eyeing, you're going to find the money for that Gucci bag. So when it comes to mentorship, when it comes to investing in yourself and your personal development, then it's like, oh, thousands of dollars for that? Ugh. We'll go get $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 loan on a house that we don't even ever own. You pay your home off, you have no mortgage, you still got taxes, and you still got insurance. You don't pay those taxes, you don't pay that insurance, that ain't your house, right? But it's so easy because we've been programmed to believe that that's where the value is in buying a house or investing in a house. Now, I'm a homeowner. I bought my house when I was 22. So I'm not saying that I don't believe these things or I didn't believe them, right? I have a house right now, okay? But I also have spent $20,000, $30,000 in my personal investment, in my personal development, investing in myself. Because I know that if I invest in me, all this shit is up. All of this, everything that I have, everything that you guys have, everything that you don't have is a reflection of how you see yourself. It's the belief system that you have. So Crystal has a travel business. She wants to get rich from her travel business. What are the beliefs you have currently about your travel business? Do you think it's saturated? I talked to you guys on live about that. Oh, well, this is saturated. Everybody's doing it. Everybody has TikTok shop. Everybody has, everybody's an entrepreneur. Everybody's a content creator. Do they tell that to the nurses, the 35,000 nurses we have? Do they tell that to the doctors, the lawyers, the teachers? No, that's not oversaturated. Being a teacher is not oversaturated. Being a policeman is not oversaturated. So why all of a sudden is being an entrepreneur oversaturated? Content creation oversaturated? You are the unique value proposition. You are the difference in your business. It don't matter how many content creators, influencers, manifestation mentors are out there. Ain't nobody doing it like me. That's just a fact. Nobody is doing it like Simone, because nobody is Simone. Nobody does Cosmic's live like Cosmic does her live, okay? Nobody is fucking with Delilah with the lives, baby, because that's her thing. But if you want to have live too, if you want to have that same vibe, you can do so, but it's going to be from your lens. You are what's unique about your business. So if you believe that everything it's oversaturated, or I can't make money because everybody's doing it, that's going to be your reality. Okay. Let me see what we talk about in the chats. Great questions. What are your beliefs about what you're doing? That's the self-awareness piece. That's the first step in the manifestation process. I don't care what you want. I don't care what it is that you want to aspire to. Self-awareness is the first step on this masterclass and in this Thinking from the End manifestation program. In the ebook that I create, everything that I talk to you guys about on live, I just made a video yesterday about how to manifest money and luxuries from your partner. What do you think the first step was in that process? Self-awareness. Do you feel like your worth is tied to your man giving you money? If he does give you money or he doesn't give you money, are you less than now? You got to be aware of that before you even start asking for anything. Because if you ask that man for money and he says no, and your self-worth is attached to that, right? So awareness is always going to be the first step. Self-awareness, how do I see myself? What do I believe about myself? What do I believe about this business? I told you guys for 4 years, I've been doing this same thing that I'm doing with y'all for 4 years. I've been on live. I've been doing master classes. I've been creating content. I made an ebook. I've been doing all the same things. What I'm doing has not changed. How I see myself, the belief that I have about myself is what has changed. And in 3 months, I've done all that I've done. In 2 weeks, I was able to monetize, but I'm doing the same thing. So what's the difference? I have different beliefs about myself, but I couldn't create different beliefs until I became aware of what those beliefs are. So self-awareness is the first step. You're going to start with self-awareness. Okay. If you're being mentored by Maya and Simone, if you're doing anything that I'm a part of, you're going to start with self-awareness. You're going to start with yourself because it starts with you. And like I tell you guys, my favorite analogy, if you want to get in the GPS, you want to go to Walmart, you put Walmart in your GPS. First of all, there's 50,000 Walmarts, y'all. 50,000 Walmarts. You need to be more specific. Saying I want to get rich, that's not specific. I want more money, that's not specific. If you normally make $10 an hour and now you make 12, that's more money, is it not? But is that really what you want? So first you need to be specific. I want to go to Walmart on this street. Perfect. Then your GPS is going to say, well, what route do you want to take? You want less turns, fastest, suggested, which route? But before you can even pick the route you want to take, you have to know where you are. Your GPS can take you nowhere without knowing where you are starting from. So all of these manifestation programs and teachers and coaches, right, that are giving you half the formula, that are starting with, okay, what do you want? Okay, let's visualize ourselves as this highest version. Let's affirm these things. We're going to do that. Absolutely. Because that's necessary. But you don't even know where you're starting from. How are you going to get on the journey to where you want to go? Right? So self-awareness is always going to be the first piece. This is literally what I had to get out of my head before making money outside of TikTok shop. Like you have to, nothing is saturated. Or let me say that everything is saturated. Everything is saturated. There's thousands, millions of people doing everything, but nobody is going to do it like you. That's literally what your unique value proposition is. You are what makes your business unique. Nobody can come up here and do my lives like that, like I do my lives. Okay? You just can't. But I can't do my live like you do your live, and I'm not supposed to. I'm not supposed to be focused on that. That's not supposed to be my concern. Well, I'm not about competition. I'm about collaboration. You'll see that with me. On TikTok, on social media, I engage. I collaborate with y'all. How can I support you? How can I be of service to other people? Right? I don't know if you guys have heard the saying, but if you want to help yourself, help somebody else. How can I help somebody else? I only have $5 in my account. Go circulate $1. Go circulate $2. Watch it come back to you tenfold. Right? But we've been programmed a certain way that this is not how we think about ourselves. This is not how we see things. Right. That's right. Okay, perfect. So self-awareness is key. First step, we need to be aware. I need to be aware of myself. What are my beliefs? Who am I? If I ask you who you are, what are you going to tell me? Oh, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a mom. I live in da-da-da. I'm 26 years old. I went to school here. You're going to give me all of these labels. Mom, that's a label. That's not who you are. Entrepreneur, that's a label. That's not who you are. An Aries, that's a label. That's not who you are. A woman, that's a label. That's not who you are. Who you are at your core, you are spirit. You are source. You are God. You are part of the creator. Whoever you believe your creator to be, that's who you are. You were created in the image of your creator, and you have the same powers to create. Your manifestation powers, those are your creative powers. God gave you those powers so you could create your own heaven on earth. God didn't create it for you to die and then go to heaven. No, 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 no. You were created to experience all the good that life has on this planet as you are now. But if you've never been told that, if you don't have that belief about yourself, you may think that this whole life is about doing as much good as you can so you can get to heaven after you die. Not saying that you won't get to heaven, not saying that that's not something you should aspire to. But what I'm saying is God created you to live your heaven on earth right now, not to wait until you die to then experience life. That don't even sound right if you say it out loud. I have to die to experience life. Sounds fishy. Sounds fishy. Okay. So self-awareness is the first piece, right? So some questions, like I said, you can ask yourself, who am I? What are my beliefs about money, entrepreneurship, motherhood? What are my beliefs around relationships? What are my beliefs around mental health? What are my beliefs around physical health, about my weight, about my body, right? So Crystal's example, we're talking about travel, we're talking about her business, right? What are your beliefs about the travel business? What are your beliefs about yourself as it pertains to the travel business, right? How do you feel like it's easy to make sales? Do you feel like you have to actively be talking to somebody to make a sale? Can you make sales in the middle of the night? Do you have that belief, right? So self-awareness is first, always and forever. So in the Thinking from the End program, the mentorship program that we're going to start on July 15th on Monday, the first 8 weeks of the program is going to be a culmination of the who I am today. So we're going to start with self-awareness. We're going to talk about who you are at your core. We're going to talk about consciousness. We're going to get real deep because I don't want you guys to skip anything. Like I said, we're talking about transformation, y'all. That says, what is the manifestation program? This is a transformational program. When you leave after the 6 months, you are going to be the elevated version of yourself. So, but I got to get y'all in the foundation first. So we're going to first talk about who I am. That's the first 8 weeks. The second 8 weeks, who do I want to be? This is the part that the manifestation mentors and the coaches and the programs start with. They start with, oh, who do I want to be? Oh, I want to have this life. I want to have this money. I want to do this. No, no, no. You need to know who you are before you even, like I said, the GPS cannot get you on the road to your dreams if you don't know where you are. Right? So we go, who am I? First 8 weeks. Who I want to be? Second 8 weeks. And then the third 8 weeks is being, actually being that person. Because I can give you all the knowledge, I can tell you all the things, but if you don't embody these new beliefs, you're not going to transform your life. Remember I told you guys I had all those results over the last 4 years and they're all gone now? That's because I didn't change my belief system. I just started acting. I just started doing more. You do need to do, and we'll get to the doing in this manifestation process. But a lot of us skip all these other steps and go straight to doing. Oh, I'm going to post more. I'm going to work out. I'm going to eat better. I'm going to do this. But you're still doing those actions with the belief that the travel business is saturated, that I can only make money if I'm sitting in front of somebody talking, that I'm not an expert in my field. So you're doing these things, but you still have the core belief system about yourself. That is what this program is about. It is about shifting how you see yourself. You believe something about yourself currently that has created the life that you're living today. The things that you are unhappy about today are manifested based on who you've been, based on the beliefs that you have about yourself. So if we don't change the belief system, if we don't get to the core beliefs that you have, we're not going to change anything, not permanently. And that's what this is about. I want you guys to learn how to manifest consistently, but manifest what you want consistently, because you're manifesting right now consistently. Oh, you manifest all the time. You're manifesting right now. The fact that you're even on this live is a manifestation. Something in you wants more. Something in you is like, there's got to be more to life than this. This can't be all there is. Like, there's no way I'm just bound to be in a life of struggle. Something in you wants more. And that something is God. That something is spirit. That something is universe. God is always for expansion and always for fuller expression. So when you feel yourself wanting to expand, wanting more, wanting to express yourself authentically, that is literally God speaking to you. When you are in lack and limitation, when you're thinking about all the things you can't do, when you're thinking about all the obstacles you have, when you're thinking about all the things that went wrong, you're not acting from God. Lack and limitation, never God. Suppression, never God. Right? So these are things you need to know, though. And that's the second step of the process, right? So the first step, self-awareness. You got to be self-aware. And this is the part that people don't like because it's uncomfortable. I wrote down yesterday, I believe, or the day before, I wrote down that I was a people pleaser. That's not something that I knew about myself. I didn't know that I was a people pleaser. I didn't know that I saw myself that way. That's what's most important. It's not that I'm a people pleaser. It's the fact that I see myself as a people pleaser. What the heck did I do, y'all? Hold on. I see myself as a people pleaser, right? But had I not been aware of that, I wouldn't be able to change it. Now that I know I'm a people pleaser, I can make the changes to become someone who has boundaries, firm boundaries that they stand on. That's the difference between being a people pleaser and somebody that has boundaries. That's the opposite, right? So self-awareness. How do I see myself currently? What are my current I am statements? I am happy. I am sad. I am successful. I am a failure. I am struggling. I am thriving. I am empowered. I am limited. I am, I had a masterclass on Juneteenth for people that identify as Black, right? And the core premise of that masterclass was that there's too many of us walking around, too many people that identify as Black, too many Black people that believe, listen to the words, that believe that they are not successful in life, that they are not where they want to be just because they are Black. So let's dive into that just a little bit. I'm not going to get too deep into it. But there's two things that I want you to be aware of. One, I'm not negating your experience. I'm not saying that you haven't gotten opportunities because you're Black. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that it's not harder for you because you're Black. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is the story that you keep telling yourself that you are stuck because you're Black is keeping you stuck. There's two things that are going to happen your whole life. You're going to be Black and you're going to die. You're going to be Black and you're going to die. Those are the two things that are absolute in your life as a Black person. So to believe that you are not successful or you can't get where you want to be because you're Black and you're going to be Black your whole life is going to be secondhand. You are always going to be behind the mark because you believe that your Blackness is a hindrance. Again, I'm not saying that it hasn't been based off your experiences. All I'm saying is, what if it's not? What if being Black is a superpower? What if being Black is a blessing? I love being Black. I couldn't imagine anything else. Like, I feel like me being Black gets me indoors that I maybe would not have been in had I not been Black. But that's a belief that I have about myself. So you see how those beliefs are very different? Same scenario. I'm still Black either way. But this person believes me being Black is a superpower. This person believes me being Black is a hindrance. Do you see how both we're talking about the same thing, being Black, but it's your perspective and your belief about yourself that makes the difference in the results. So that's what this masterclass, that's what the program is for, is to get you aware of how you believe yourself to be or what you believe about yourself, and then to create the new belief that would then give you the life that you've imagined, right? So self-awareness is the first step. Second step is get into the spirit, get inspired. What does it mean to get into the spirit? What does it mean to get inspired, right? So my mentor says that the statement inspired, or that word inspired, is just in spirit. Inspired in spirit. So that's how I look at it. What does it mean to get into the spirit of something? What does it mean to be inspired, right? This is where you're going to connect to your oneness. A lot of times we do things in a lack and limitation mindset because we've been programmed like that. Like I told you guys, the 4 years that I was doing lives, making content, doing master classes, trying to sell programs, I had a lack and limitation mindset. I was not connected to my oneness with God. Then I told you guys earlier that God is always for expansion, always for expression, never for limitation, right? So get into the spirit first. Listen to some feel-good music. I have a playlist. It's the Simone, the Millionaire playlist, because I wholeheartedly believe that I'm a millionaire. And soon y'all gonna see the coins in my bank account from the service that I'm providing to millions of people. Let's be clear. But I have a playlist, and there are certain songs on this playlist that get me feeling like I'm connected to my oneness. They get me feeling like I live an abundant life. They get me feeling like everything is good and whole right now. They get me feeling, or get me in the feeling of gratitude, being grateful, right? You can meditate. That'll connect you with your oneness. Visualizing. If you want to take a what I call a self-awareness walk, you go outside, no headphones, no music, no phone calls, and you just be in nature, right? Look at all the abundance that's around you. So one of the exercises that you'll have in the program, and that I typically preach about, is creating an inner sense of plenty. An inner sense of plenty. What is an inner sense of plenty? Right? It's a feeling inside that you have all that you need and desire right now. Maya, I don't have any money in my bank account. How do I feel like how do I create an inner sense of plenty? I don't have any money. Okay. Well, first of all, money does not equate to plenty, because you can have money and still feel like shit. You can have money and still be sad. You can have money and still not be fulfilled. But the way that you're going to create an inner sense of plenty is you're going to look around your house and you're going to see how much stuff you actually have. I have 4 pens right here. You know what purchased these pens? Money. This notebook that I found, this is an old notebook. I don't even know when I started this notebook, but it says, "What would you love?" on it. That's a great sticker, a great reminder. This notebook, I exchanged money for this notebook. This phone, I exchanged money for this phone. This Aquaphor, I exchanged money for it. God's timing, baby. It always on time, exactly when you need to hear it. But everything in my house, whether I purchased it with my money or somebody else purchased it with their money, it was purchased with money. So that's how you're going to create an inner sense of plenty. You're literally sitting in abundance right now. You got plenty of tissue, plenty of plates, plenty of water, plenty of electricity, plenty of gas, plenty of whatever it is. So that's how you're going to get into the spirit. Hello, is it Alyssa? Alisa? I think it's Alyssa. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. That's how you're going to get into the spirit. Get into the spirit of abundance by looking at how much abundance you really have. When I started doing this, y'all, this is something that I learned probably 3 months ago now. It has made this journey so much more fun, so much more easy. And when I have little amounts of money in my account, it feels like so much. I've told you guys a story about me having $12.61 in my account. I felt more prosperous and more abundant with that $12.61 in my account than I felt with thousands of dollars. I told you guys, I purchased a house at 22. At one point, I had $12,000 in my bank account. And I felt more prosperous with $12 than that 12,000. So it's not about the number. It's not about the money. It's not about how much or how little you have. It's about the belief and the feeling that you give to that experience. That $12 felt like $12 million to me, y'all. Like, I love telling this story, and I'm not gonna tell it here right now. I might later. But that felt like so much, and I had exactly the amount that I needed for everything I needed and everything that I wanted. I got everything I needed and wanted in that moment. That is what it means to be prosperous. Not having a lot of money in your bank account. It's the feeling that you have when you circulate your money in gratitude. Okay, so when I say get into the spirit, connect to your oneness, listen to some good music, get into that inner sense of plenty. Look at all the stuff I have around me. Look at all this abundance that I'm living in. Right? The third step, once we get into the spirit, because like I said, do not skip these steps, y'all. I'm telling you from experience over the last 4 years. 4 years of not having all these steps. And the last 3 months of having all these steps, I've accomplished more in these 3 months than I did in 4 years. So do not skip these steps. All the steps are necessary. I promise you, it'll get so easy and it'll be so automatic that you don't even think about it. You don't have to think, okay, let me be self-aware. Let me get into the spirit. Let me create a new belief. It's going to be automatic. You're just going to do it. That's what you're doing right now. You're manifesting automatically, but you don't know you're manifesting. You're manifesting what you don't want, but you don't even know that you're doing it. So I'm just making you aware. I'm making you consciously aware of an unconscious pattern. I'm making you consciously aware of an unconscious pattern. You're manifesting all the time. You're manifesting at this very moment. The thoughts you're thinking are manifesting. The feelings that you have towards what I'm saying are manifesting. Okay? So, self-awareness, get into the spirit. For Crystal, right? She wants to get rich from her travel business. She wants to serve so many people that she receives so much money in compensation, right? When she gets into the spirit, she's going to have some good music that she listens to, right? She's going to think about, oh my God, all these people that I get to serve. There's an abundance of people. I have so many clients. There's billions of people in the world. There's so many people for me to serve. That's inspired. That's being in the spirit versus everybody else has all these clients and I don't have any clients. That's not in spirit. That's not inspired. That's in lack and limitation, right? So self-awareness, get into the spirit. And then the third step is to create the new belief. So let's talk about this. And we'll probably stop at this part today and we'll start tomorrow with step 4, 5, and 6, because it's only an hour and I want to answer any questions that you guys have or, kind of talk about some things. But the third step is to create new empowering beliefs. Okay. If Crystal believes that she has to physically speak to people to get a sale, that's a limiting belief, because that means I can't get a sale in the middle of the night while I'm sleeping, right? Based on that belief, because the belief is I have to be physically talking to somebody face to face for me to make a sale. Okay. Now, when we're creating new beliefs, the easiest place to start is to just figure out what the opposite is of your current belief. That's the easiest place to start. So if the current belief is I have to sit in front of people, I have to talk to them to make a sale, that's the current belief. The new belief will be I make sales while I'm sleeping. I provide so much service while I'm sleeping that I make more sales and I receive more money than I can spend while I'm awake. So we're going from I have to talk to people physically to make a sale to I can make sales in my sleep. I make sales while I'm sleeping. While I'm sleeping, I'm still providing service and I'm still making sales. Two very different beliefs, right? This belief is limiting. I have to speak to you. You have to talk to me to make the sale. There's no other way you can do it. Versus I make sales in my sleep. I'm literally getting these and cha-chings are happening in my bank account. That's an empowering belief, right? That belief is going to serve you. That belief, it comes from inspiration. It comes from spirit. That is an abundant belief. I can serve people while I'm sleeping versus I have to do it in a certain way. People that want to be entrepreneurs. This is a good program for people who want to shift into entrepreneurship, who are employees right now. There's a mindset shift that comes with being an entrepreneur. There's a self-awareness that comes with being an entrepreneur. People that are employees, they believe that safety and security comes from a job. People that are employed believe that every 2 weeks, they know they're going to get a check. That is security. That's what they believe. I used to believe this. I used to believe since I worked every 2 weeks that I got a check, that was safety and security. But what we all know, whether we've experienced it personally or whether we've known somebody that's experienced it, you can get laid off any second. They can reorganize the company, and you don't even, now you have no job. Everybody knows somebody that's been laid off during the pandemic. All those jobs that no longer existed or that we couldn't do. Ask those people how safe and secure they felt in that job versus believing that entrepreneurship is safety and security. Nobody can fire me. As long as M. Simone shows up every day and provides service, M. Simone is going to make a check, period. As long as y'all show up and you provide service, you are going to make money, period. Right? So if you believe that the safety and security is in you versus outside of yourself, that is a very empowering belief. That belief is going to get you far. Right? But if you believe that security and safety is in a job, you only get money through a job, you got to work to make money. If that's what you believe, by golly, that's going to be your reality. Okay? So far we talked about the first 3 steps: self-awareness, get into the spirit, get inspired, and to create new empowering beliefs. Okay. Tomorrow we're going to talk about the other 3 steps of this process, right? But just so you guys are, you understand what's happening here. This process works everywhere, every time, for everything. It does not matter what you want to manifest. It doesn't matter if you want more money. You're welcome, Crystal. It doesn't matter if you want more money. It doesn't matter if you want better health. It doesn't matter if you want better mental health, more relationships, more clients, a better job, a higher paying job, a higher position. It does not matter what you want. These 6 steps work every single time for every single thing that you want. What time are you going live tomorrow? So the masterclass is at noon. So it starts at noon Central Time. So I will be live streaming probably again on TikTok and on YouTube. But as far as my normal live on TikTok is at 7 Eastern. What time is it right now where you are, so I can make sure I'm out on the right time here? Yeah, I think I was on your live. We're on the same time zone. It's 12:51 my time. Central, 12:51 Texas time, Central time. And I think you were in South Carolina, North Carolina. So I think you're on the same time zone. Or actually, that might be Eastern. I was thinking about somebody else. Yeah. So you're Eastern. Yeah. So it'll be 1 o'clock your time. I'm an hour ahead. Yeah, I was about to say, you said South Carolina. They're Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, 1 o'clock your time. But yeah, I want you guys to understand. And the more I talk about this, the more I show up. I'm going to keep showing up every single day, y'all. Every single day. Because I truly believe that God has put this purpose and this calling in my life for a reason. I have a very, very, very grand vision of what the world is going to look like after I have gone. I have a very, very grand vision of the service that I'm going to provide to billions of people before I leave this planet. Okay. So I absolutely wholeheartedly believe everything that I tell you, and I show up as my authentic self every single day. This is M. Simone right here, baby. Girl, I really need this, and I'm gonna have to make a way to get into your class. Look, absolutely you need this. And I'm glad that you said that. I'm glad that you're aware of that, because this is the same thing I need. And I never tell you guys to do anything that I haven't done. When I tell you I invested, like I said, $20,000 into personal development, into a mentorship, into my business, I don't tell you guys to do anything I haven't done. The mentorship program I'm in now, $3,300. Did I have $3,300 sitting in my bank account? I just told y'all I had $12.61. Absolutely not, I didn't. But what I did have was a desire. What I did have was absolute faith that this program and what I'm going to learn, I'm going to embody and I'm going to be able to help somebody else. So I had the faith. I took some inspired action and I found the money to start half of the program. I asked my mentor. She didn't have a payment plan option. When I reached out to her, I said, Casey, I would love to be in this program. You know, I want to be in one of your top programs, but I would love to get in on this ground level. I said, I want to be a paid in full type girl. You know, that's my aspiration. I'll pay in full. But right now, do you have a payment plan? She said, hold on one second, and created the payment plan for me. Hello, hello, hello. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. So closed mouths don't get fed. Open your mouth. Ask. She told me there was a payment plan. I asked my friends for money, y'all. I got 3 of my closest friends that know me, that have known me my whole life. And I said, you guys are the most important people in my life. This is something that I've decided to do. I've decided to invest in my personal development. And you guys know the opportunity comes when you need it. It doesn't come when you have everything ready. So you're not going to have everything you need ready. And you might. And if you do, that's perfect. We love that. But more often than not, the opportunity comes when you need it, not when you have everything for it. And I said, I didn't even ask them. I didn't ask. I said, I have decided to invest in this mentorship program and I would love your financial support. I didn't ask them, hey, could you maybe give me some money for this program? No, I already made the decision. I'll follow you back when we get off here. Thank you, love. I've already made the decision. I'm coming to you guys now because I'm ready to make it happen. But I made the decision before I had the money. And that's something you guys will learn over the next course of these days that we're together and through the mentorship program. Make the decision and then find the money. What we do is we say, oh, I'll get into that program when I get the money. I'll invest when I get the funds. So you're trying to make a decision in the present based off something you think may happen in the future. Do you see how that's backwards? You see how we get caught up in that cycle? I love, you know what, Maya, I'm ready to invest, but I'll invest when I get the money. So you're putting the decision off on something happening in the future. However, if you say, you know what, I am in the Thinking from the End program. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy that I start on July 15th with everybody else. If you make that decision, everything you think about going forward, all the feelings, all the actions are going to come from the decision that you've already done it versus coming from you don't have enough to do it. You see how those are two different vibes. Coming from I'm already going to do it. How do I do it? Versus I can't do it. So let me figure out how I can make some things happen so then I can do it. Very, very backwards, right? I said all that to say, we have lots of options. Like I said, I've invested lots of money into myself, but I know that not everybody has the capacity to do that upfront. Okay. And we'll talk about this a little bit more tomorrow too. But the site that I used, and I didn't do this on purpose, but of course, God knows what my clients need. God knows which one of you guys really want to elevate and what you need to do that. So the site that I use, they actually give you the option to use Klarna or Affirm to get into the program. So you could actually get in at the pre-sale price that's already discounted. You could get in at the paid in full price that's even more discounted. And then you can actually pay a monthly amount for however long to pay for the program. So please do not count yourself out. Do not see the big price tag, the 4 figures, and freak out. I don't have that. I can't do it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Talk to me. Send me a DM. Let's figure it out. Do not do that. I did not create this program for y'all not to get in it. That's not why I created it. I didn't create it for shits and giggles. I created it for you guys to get in it, to be in the community. Right? That's why I created this program. So I said all that to say, If you guys have any questions, please reach out to me. We will be back tomorrow. Please make sure you're here tomorrow live because I do have a special announcement. If you have any questions until then, please reach out to me. If you do decide to invest today, go ahead and do so, and we'll make sure you get what you need to get tomorrow, right? But reach out to me, ask me a question. Let's talk about it. Go on the site, see what options you have. Do not count yourself out because I know that you guys know, and I know that I know that this program is going to change your life. You are going to be transformed. Everything that I've done, y'all, in the last 3 months that I've been trying to do for 4 years is what this program is built on. Listening to my millionaire mentor for 2 months before even being in her mentorship. I just listened to her podcast for 2 months and I was able to monetize my social media in 2 weeks. So you're not, and that's why I say I'm the best person to help you. I believe that. You're not talking to somebody who, who thinks that they know what they're talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I know 100% that what I'm talking about is fact. I know 100% that I'm the best person to help you get where you want to go. That's not maybe. No, I know for a fact, right? So I said all that to say, y'all, this was a great first day. I'm glad. I hope you guys got a lot of information. And I did want to create a workbook for this program, but like I said, I didn't have internet for a little bit. So I knew I wanted to have this manifestation masterclass, but then I didn't have the internet. So I really didn't have the time to promote it and get things together. But remember what we talked about, right? Self-awareness. What you want to do tonight, what you can do tonight for a homework assignment is start to build that inner sense of plenty. Start to see all the abundance that's literally around you. That's your homework. And if you're going to circulate money, hello, beautiful. If you are going to circulate some money today, circulate it in gratitude. What do I mean by that? If you're going to pay a bill today, if you're going to the grocery store today, if you're going to Starbucks today, when you circulate that money, when you exchange that money for the service or the product, give thanks in that moment. I'm so happy that I get to pay this bill today. I'm so happy that I get to keep lights on in my house. I'm so happy that I actually have a home to go to. I'm grateful that I have the money to buy these groceries, right? Versus, I got to pay this bill today. I needed this money for something else. Now I got to pay this bill. You see how it's the same scenario. You still got to pay the bill, but you're doing it in an abundance mindset versus the lack of limitation mindset. You're going to get very different results. Okay. So that's what this whole thing is about. I love you all. Let me know if you have questions. We will be back tomorrow at 12 Central, 1 Eastern. Okay. I will be live streaming again, and we will go into some options that we have for you guys to get into the program. So stay tuned. Like I said, today, your homework is inner sense of plenty. Look around you and look at all the stuff you actually have. And then when you circulate your money today, circulate it in gratitude. Be grateful for the fact that you have the money to circulate, because you could have a bill and not have the money to pay it. Let's be real. Okay. And then I will be back tomorrow. I love you all. I will probably be on TikTok later, live, maybe. I am for these next couple of days until the program launches, I am in a rest and relaxation state. Spirit has told me to sit down. You've done enough. You've done all the actions. It's time to let go and let flow, right? I told you guys I didn't have internet for those 2 days. That was for me to relax. That was for me to actually practice this ease and flow model that I teach you guys. I don't teach anything that sounds hard. I'm all about ease and flow. Okay. So I may not go live now that I think about it. I may, like I said, take this time, because Monday, July 15th, baby, 11 o'clock, we getting it. I'm so excited. I created this program for the first time in my imagination 4 years ago, and I have now brought it to life. So, and I'm going through it with you guys. Like, I still coach myself. I still mentor myself. So I'm super excited. But let me know if you guys have questions. I'm gonna hop off here. I love you all. Thank you all for your support. I look forward to seeing all of you in the class. 100 people is my goal. We're gonna keep building the community. I want more and more people in there, more people for you to collaborate with, network with, mastermind with. to keep you in the spirit, to keep you focused. That's what the vision is for this program and the community that's being created. So reach out to me. I love you all. Kisses. The link is in my bio. Go to the site. Go ahead and sign up. If you want to talk to me tomorrow, totally fine. Okay. The ebook, you can still get the ebook. Same 6 manifestation steps, just smaller, something that's more self-paced. Doesn't come with the mentorship, but it absolutely will get you on the right path to start. You can do a consultation if you want. I do have a pre-enrollment session for the Thinking from the End program. So if you guys are thinking about getting in this program and you want to talk to me specifically about how we're going to get you to where you want to go with this program, there's a link in my bio. Click that link, and the money that you invest in that session is also credited to your program. Okay. So lots of different ways to get into the energy. I love you all. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. I just know this is different because I have a different feeling. The beliefs that I have about myself are so different. I've done so many masterclasses. Even the masterclass I did 2 months ago, I feel so much more different about this one than I did that one. Right. So I know everything is working out for my highest good, for your highest good, and that's what I'm here for. So let me know if you guys have questions. I will be back tomorrow, 12 Central, 1 Eastern. I love you all. Have a great day. Make that money. Don't let it make you. And let's circulate our money in gratitude. Let's find something to be grateful for. You woke up today. Not everybody did that. Okay? Not everybody woke up. So that in itself, the fact that you're breathing is something to be grateful for. All right.